The standard axiom of high-end retail dictates that brand exclusivity requires strict market scarcity. Relying on this assumption leads to the luxury trap. This is the strategic error of believing that a premium brand can only scale by hyper-focusing its operations on high-net-worth individuals. When applied to rapidly scaling, demographically diverse emerging markets, this monolithic theory breaks down. A single ultra-high-end tier cannot capture the total available revenue of a developing economy. We see direct counter-evidence to this theory in the operational footprint of Damas Group. They have expanded across 18 countries, maintaining a network of roughly 450 active storefronts. To achieve regional dominance, brands must move away from the monolithic model and adopt a multi-tiered architecture. Based on physical store count alone, Damas Retail stands as the most widespread jewelry and watch retailer in the Arab world. Their brand equity is anchored by a highly premium retail aesthetic, projecting an immediate signal of high-end quality to the consumer. From that premium baseline, they have built a vast geographic footprint, operating subsidiaries in the Arab world, India, and Italy, along with associate entities stretching across Europe and North Africa. Damas bypasses the luxury trap by deploying a disciplined, multi-tiered market segmentation strategy. To understand their operational model, we will examine 3 areas: their demographic targeting, their brand portfolio management, and their experiential business-to-business marketing. This coordinated approach provides a durable framework for scaling a luxury operation across severe socioeconomic divides. The primary mechanism Damas uses to capture multiple demographic strata simultaneously is stratified retail architecture. This means physically separating their target markets into distinct, specialized store types. This matrix charts out Damas' target demographics. The horizontal axis represents income level, while the vertical tracks the exclusivity of the brands offered. The apex tier of this structure is occupied by their Les Exclusives boutiques. These stores serve the psychographic target of high-net-worth consumers. The inventory strictly features highly extravagant global labels paired with Damas' own elite product lines. Moving down the income axis, we reach the mid-market tier, the semi-exclusive stores. This tier broadens the appeal. It specifically targets tourists, expatriates, professionals, and office workers, offering a product mix that maintains international branding but at a more accessible entry point. The foundation of the matrix is the volume penetration tier, the Damas 22K stores. These locations target working-class and middle-income demographics. They drive massive sales volume by focusing heavily on Damas's proprietary products alongside familiar regional brands. Operating outside these 3 main tiers is a peripheral strategy utilizing mono stores. These are dedicated storefronts specializing in a single global brand, like Tiffany & Company, allowing Damas to capture hyper-specific niche psychographics. This strict architectural separation isolates the tiers. It allows Damas to capture high-volume revenue from working-class populations without sacrificing the elite prestige of their upper-tier boutiques. Beyond their physical footprint, Damas utilizes a product strategy known as hybrid brand portfolio management. This is a dual-engine strategy. The company drives major revenue by selling its own proprietary brands, while simultaneously curating top international labels. This diagram illustrates the balancing act. Damas drives its own in-house equity, but leverages global partnership synergy to attract varying consumer bases. A prime example of this global synergy is their partnership with the leading Italian design house, Roberto Coin. Within the Les Exclusives boutiques, Damas positions Roberto Coin's flagship Cento collection. Cento diamonds are a specific cut featuring 100 facets, designed for maximum light reflection and luxury appeal. Tawid Abdallah, managing director of Damas, states the strategic intent behind this offering is to capture a specific demographic, discerning followers of fashion and the contemporary woman. The benefit is entirely mutual. A global partner like Roberto Coin gains immediate, trusted distribution access to the competitive and style-conscious Middle East market. Executing this requires immense business-to-business trust. Damas has to consistently act as a regional pioneer, proving to these global entities that their exclusive goods will be handled and marketed correctly. By operating as a premium distribution platform, Damas elevates its own brand equity by association. They turn potential international competitors into vital ecosystem partners. A multi-tier strategy has an inherent vulnerability. How does the brand defend its apex tier from the perceived dilution of its lower, volume-driven tiers? The primary defensive mechanism is experiential CRM, or customer relationship management, executed within the wealth concentration of the Dubai market. The flagship execution of this strategy is Damas Luxury Week. This is an extravagant, high-touch event used to display up-to-date collections directly to journalists and VIPs. The tactical execution relies on strict premium signaling. Buyers are provided exclusive access to legendary, world-renowned watch and jewelry brands and are treated to luxury gifts with their purchases. This graphic shows the conversion of experiential marketing. Damas inputs VIPs and high-net-worth individuals into the event, converting them into scalable business outcomes, localized consumer loyalty, press coverage, and deep B2B trust. Tamjid Abdullah, Damas's deputy managing director, notes that these events provide brilliant testimony to international partners, proving the company's unshakable market power. Luxury Week is a critical equity-building engine. It validates the existence of the entire less exclusives tier to both consumers and corporate partners. Stepping back, we must view the Arab world not merely as a retail footprint, but as a demographically volatile emerging market. This distribution curve maps the reality of the region. It features extreme demographic segmentation, stretching from the ultra-rich to a massive low-income volume base. Identifying these disparate target segments is relatively easy for marketers. Executing a unified corporate strategy across them is notoriously difficult. Many foreign brands struggle in this region because they cannot reconcile these extremes under a single corporate umbrella. Damas successfully captured this landscape because of their disciplined, multi-tiered approach. It suggests that rigid, monolithic luxury strategies are unviable in rapidly developing economies. This brings us to the strategic application of this case study. Conveying sound product positioning across a fragmented market requires constant evolution. The specific challenge for Damas moving forward is this: how can they maintain their high-end luxury positioning while continuing to innovate their retail services? As a lead strategist, how do you account for the dual threats of market saturation at the bottom tier and brand dilution at the top? In fragmented markets, retail success depends on the constant recalibration of tiered positioning to prevent brand erosion as the market evolves.